I think I'm gonna take around 75 minutes of this game where we were good, 75, and then in 15 minutes we kind of lost control of everything. The first 10 minutes of the second half, I didn't recognize the guys. They were shocked. We received a goal from set pieces, which that can happen. But then we lost total control of the ball. We couldn't make 3 passes in a row. We lost our intensity. And I'm going to blame myself. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. I'm not going to blame the guys. I just told the guys, I'm going to take the last 30 minutes. The way they reacted is the way I'm looking for the team, Houston Dynamo team. I'm looking for that team in 2017 for the rest of the season. I'm looking for a team who played that way. Maybe we couldn't score, but that's different. At least you manage the ball better, you pass the ball better, you try, you work hard, and if you score, that's fine. If you cannot score, at least you can leave the field with your heads up and trying to, understanding that not every time the ball is going to be going in the best way for us. But that's something that we need to continue believing in. I'm going to emphasize right now in the positive things that the team did in the second half. I'm gonna take those 10 minutes away because it happens. We know already that it's been happening. It's a small sign that we have, but we're gonna aim for that sign to destroy that sign that in the second half the team is not working very well at some point.
We'll have for questions. Again, please get the microphone so that this is being streamed so we can hear the questions. We'll do English first, Spanish second, please.
Coach, you talked a lot about how you like the mentality of this team and the way they approach every day. At halftime, you have a chance to talk to them and say, hey, we're up 2, don't let this happen, and then it happens. How do you explain that?
It doesn't have explanation, because if I have the explanation, I have the solution, but we have to continue working on that. It's just simply, we said 2-0. We cannot let them come back. We need to get better. We need to be focused from the first second. We go and we give up corner. We lose our marks 2-1. And then I didn't even see the second goal, to be honest with you. When I turned, I was talking with one of my staff. When I turned, I saw the guy running like by himself close to the goal, so I cannot talk about that situation. But if that happens, it's because we didn't have control of the ball and we weren't in a good shape. So that's on me. I need to work better, and I need to send a better message to the players, and I need to make them believe a little bit more on themselves. So I'm gonna blame myself for those 10-15 minutes. I take full responsibility for that, and I'm gonna continue looking and finding solution for that situation.
Robert, you had a question?
It was pretty much what Corey's going to ask.
Come on over to Bogdan here on the far side then.
Do you think that the game, it just looked kind of messy, in the sense that chances created? Was that anything to do with Minnesota, because it's a team that just don't really attack per se, they counterattack, which is the same style? Did that present an issue for your type of tactic that relies so much on counterattacks as well?
Well, we don't rely on counterattack because, and And today we didn't prepare to be a counter-attacking team because we knew that we're going to have the space and we're going to have more the field. So we didn't prepare, and we cannot prepare for a counter-attack here at home against Minnesota United. So that wasn't the plan. The plan was to continue our job, putting pressure, to continue our forwards. They were dynamic and try to explode up front, left, right, and center. And we did it. We did it, and we scored 2 goals. We have more options. I think we scored another one that it was disallowed, but it was a good goal.
They look good.
But, and then you're winning 2-0, ideal. Scored 2 goals at home, 2-0 against a team that has been struggled to get points and results. And then we come back. I spoke a little bit longer with the guys in order for them to be sharp, and it didn't happen. So we have to continue finding some other solutions in order for us to get better. Because after the 2 goals, the team came back to the normal reaction, to the way they have to come, to try to take the ball, to try to move. Subs came in and they were sharp and they tried. And we have some chances, we have some good options. It didn't go in, but we were on top of them the rest of the game, and that's the way we expect. That's the way I expect the team to work. But in 10 minutes, we just gave 2 points. We threw the 2 points on the garbage.
Back over to Corey again.
Two quick ones. Can you explain the second sub, maybe why not Kyoto at that point instead of Vicente? And also, Dylan wasn't even in the 18. Was he injured, or was there something else that kept him out of that?
No. The first is why Vicente, not Kyoto?
Other way around. Yeah.
Well, I thought that Vicente has been working very well. Vicente could give us a little bit more smart possession and touches and ability to be creative and put the defenders on their heels, which he did it. Rommel is coming from an injury, so if it was possible, I didn't want to use him unless it was something extreme at the end. He wanted to play, and it was extreme because we were 2-2, so he went on the field. But if the normal circumstances, if the game could stay 2-0 or 2-1, Rommel, I don't think I would be thinking about Rommel, because I wanted to give him even more time just to be sure that he's going to be fine. But he's fine. He's fine. What is the other?
Dylan, he wasn't even in the 18 after.
Yes, Dylan played the past game. He played 2 very good games, but then definitely I wanted to see the Marcus again. Marcus is the experienced player. He's the starter player, and then it was the decision to put a second defender on the bench or another forward on the bench. So I took the decision to take risks. Only one defender on the bench, who Kevin can play in different positions, and we had more possibilities up front and in the middle. So I took that risk.
Okay. Questions in Spanish yet? Okay.